Happy Thursday, everyone. Jo here at SportsGrid. It's time for a Pocket with Jo. Only 2 games out there on the ice, but I do think there are some opportunities for us to make some money. Let's look at the current lines right now. And I tell you, all the road teams were able to get the win last night. I can't believe the Dallas Stars didn't beat the Vegas Golden Knights. I think that series is over and done with. Can Vegas sweep? They absolutely could. Everyone's watching this series in the league. They don't want to see Vegas make it through versus the Dallas Stars because Vegas just gets better and better with every playoff game. I'm going to be looking to ride them, you guys. I can't continue to fade the Vegas Golden Knights. I tell you, it just didn't seem right yesterday with them being that dog. Kev, welcome to the show. Bailey, I appreciate both of you guys for being here and everyone else. So let's look at the games today. Edmonton lost in overtime. I tell you, Skinner still the weakness. Boston able to get the win. Allmark was solid, Swayman was solid last night. They're going to go back to Allmark in the next one, though. They keep alternating. I just don't get it. We're going to look at the Florida Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, Carolina Hurricanes versus the New York Islanders. Now, I do think if you're looking at one of these dogs to be able to win on their home ice, both of these teams down 0-2, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning. Sam Bennett is out of the lineup for the Florida Panthers. He's been so impactful out there for them. He's one of their top line centers, and I do think without him on the ice, the Tampa Bay Lightning have every opportunity of winning this. Now, I've been high on them over the season and coming into this one, and I did expect them to come out nice and strong. So in this one, we're seeing the line sitting at the Tampa Bay Lightning at -115, -104 for the Florida Panthers, total 5.5. That 5.5 juice the over at -142 to the under at +116. I'm going to stay off the total. I think the Lightning can get it done, but I could see another overtime game. This game to go to overtime is coming in at +340. Now, for the Tampa Bay Lightning to be able to win this, their big stars need to come to play. And also, we need them to play their game and not allow the Florida Panthers to control the puck out there, which we have been seeing out of them. Verhaeghe's been incredibly strong for the Florida Panthers as well. They're going to have to find a way to shut him down and Matthew Tkachuk. So I'm looking at the Lightning. This game to go to overtime is +340. Now, this is a game where they can't lose. They can't lose. They can't go down 3-0 and then expect to win the series. This is going to be a struggle for them. But remember, this team still is dangerous under Vasilevsky in goal. Looking at the players who I would circle. Now, Verhaeghe, I would circle from the Florida Panthers. His 2+ points coming in at +300. So you got to take 2 points. At 1 point, it's like -170-ish. So you can't bet it. But Brandon Montour is an interesting look here. Brandon Montour for 1+ points coming in at +126. I do think how much of an offensive defenseman Brandon Montour is. We could see him with the 1 point, but Verhaeghe was able to get that overtime goal. He's been hugely impactful for the Florida Panthers, and you do think with Sam Bennett out, we'll see more out of him. Now, for the Tampa Bay Lightning, this is where I'd rather play those player props because I do think it's the Lightning's game today. Kucherov for the 2+ points, it's +108, so not very much value. But if you look at someone like Stamkos, who has been great, Stamkos for the 2+ points coming in at +290 and Braden Point at +240. So I would circle those guys before I went to Stamkos. Let's now look at the next game here. We have the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the New York Islanders. Now the Islanders down 0-2 as well, bringing this home. And they're going to do their best to try to have a competitive game here with the Carolina Hurricanes. The problem is the Canes are so phenomenally strong on both sides of the puck, and Frederik Andersen in net has been absolutely phenomenal. Offensively, this team can be so dangerous. And while the New York Islanders got a lead in that last game, they made mistakes out there, allowed the Carolina Hurricanes to capitalize those 2 quick goals. Varlamov wasn't able to shake it off fast enough. And the Canes made that beautiful comeback win covering the puck line. So if you're betting on the Canes, unlike myself, who got destroyed, you were in a good situation. But the rest of us who had the Islanders +1.5 in the last game, pulling out your hair with how that game finished. There is a difference, though, in net tonight. Sorokin will be in goal for the New York Islanders tonight. We've seen Sorokin in playoff hockey versus the Canes be really strong. Last season, he played all 6 games versus the Carolina Hurricanes. And yes, they were eliminated, but he had a 2.60 goals against average and a 924 save percentage. So I do think Sorokin, if he's getting the chance here, even though Varlamov was so strong down the stretch, they know how to hit him and they know how to hit him hard. So let's get Sorokin in there. Looking at how much the New York Islanders were able to outshoot the Carolina Hurricanes in the first game, or outshoot themselves in the first game versus the other game. It's kind of crazy. So we had the Carolina Hurricanes in game 2 have 39 shots on goal. The New York Islanders only had 12 shots on goal. So it's just not good. They need to get past this defense of the Carolina Hurricanes. Varlamov faced 38 shots on goal in the last one. He saved 34. And Frederik Andersen faced 12 and saved 9. So the Islanders have to find a way. If you look, though, at who got the majority of those shots on goal, it's so crazy to think a team only got 12 shots on goal in one game. Bo Horvat was able to get the majority of the shots on net. He had 3 shots out of the 12. So you can take him for 3+ shots on goal today. That's coming in at -148. Little too juicy for the point tonight at -138. I would lean that way, or take him up to 4+ shots on goal. You're going to get some plus money there. But I do expect Bo Horvat to come out nice and strong on his home ice tonight. This offense is dangerous to the Carolina Hurricanes. So the Islanders have to do a better job defensively, giving Sorokin that support. Poor Varlamov. You look at him, 38 shots he faced. He allowed in 4 goals. 2 of those goals were super quick. Back-to-back goals as well. So got to feel for him out there for sure. Oh, I'm so sorry to see that. That is not good news. My condolences go out to him and his family. Let's make some money. Okay. We're almost at that 2,000. You guys turn on those notification bells. Thank you so much. Yeah, he was phenomenal last night. I really needed Kucherov for the anytime goal. Kucherov for the anytime goal. He came out nice and strong. Let's have a great day on the ice. So let's look at the Carolina Hurricanes. Where are we going to bet this one? I'm just going to take it for the Islanders in the first period to score a goal. They're on their home ice. This team is going to be desperate. They're going to look to take that lead again. When we looked at the Islanders in the first 2 games, their body of work so far, they were able to score. In the first game, they got 1 goal in the first period, and in the second game, they got 2 goals in the first period. Tonight, you can take them for an anytime goal in the first period. Their total has to go over a half a goal. So that's what it's listed on FanDuel as, the Islanders over half a goal in the first period. When you're trying to find the bet, you can get that at -118. And like I said, they've been able to score in the first period. I think they come out on their home ice. They have the crowd behind them. We see a goal. Now, can the Canes win the first period 2-1? Absolutely, they still can. However it happens, as long as the Islanders score, and they don't have to score first, as long as they score in the first period, this bet will cash. So it's kind of a nice bet out here, because I don't know how much faith I have in the Islanders to get the win tonight. I would love to sit here and tell you the Islanders can actually win this one, and then we're going to go into game 4 with a little bit of hope. But Carolina is just so strong, so deep right now, and I'm not getting any value. When we look at the lines here on the Carolina Hurricanes at -170, they are short favorites there. So that is where I want to go with my money, but I don't know. This Islanders team, if they don't make those mistakes they did in the last one, especially with their limited shots on goal and the goals they were able to get on Frederik Andersen, I just think we look at the Islanders to come out strong enough to get that goal at -118 and then just stay off the rest of this game, because it's going to give you heart failure if you are watching it like I was in that last game. And they were up. They had the lead. We had the money line. We had the puck line, and they just blew it. So you guys, all the best in all of your bets. Join me later on Game Time Decisions. I will be on there, I believe, at 6:30 Eastern tonight. So check it out. Burns over a half a point at +140. I like that. That's a good bet. Burns is so strong for the Carolina Hurricanes. I don't mind Seth Jarvis as well for the point. His 1+ points coming in at -128. You just got juice on that. We know Jake Gunsel's been so phenomenally strong, and so has Seth Jarvis and Sebastian Aho. This team has all the playmakers out there for sure. So Bo Horvat for me, though, for the Islanders. You guys, all the best. Yeah, the goal in the first 5 minutes, actually, Kev, that is a pretty good bet in both of these games. I could see the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Lightning really opening up quick and trying to get a quick goal on Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky absolutely stood in his head in the last game, and the Florida Panthers can't expect to win it if they're not giving him more protection. Yes, the Florida Panthers up 2-0, but Bobrovsky's going to pull something. I tell you, the way he was able to save those goals in that last game, his body has to be sore. Man, good to see you here today. So you guys, all the best in all of your bets. We will be back tomorrow for another Puck It with Jo. Stay tuned to SportsGrid for all of my content. I will be dropping an MLB Cup of Jo right away here, so stay tuned for that. Yesterday, we weren't able to get the Tigers on the money line. They weren't able to pull off the sweep, but Flaherty did hit over his strikeout. So if you're willing to lay that juice, I couldn't get there with the juice. It was like -137 to the over 5.5. He had 6 strikeouts. So if you bet that cash, but the Tigers just unable to get it done on the money line. But hopefully today's Cup of Jo will hit. We'll have one on the diamond. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.